Hello, Soul Light. Welcome and happy astrological new year. I love spring. Of course, I'm in the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern, it's might be getting chillier and chillier for you. But wherever you find yourself, it is a time of new beginnings. I'm sure you're feeling it beyond the seasons, beyond the astrological correspondence and components of how the energy manifests. It is a time of heightened change, awareness, different levels of awakening and understanding. Even if we don't completely know something or know what's going to be manifested, we have a deeper level of understanding right now of the path, or you're going to be getting that. I do see a lot of change in April. There's just a lot going on. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different reading. As always, ways to connect with me, to journey further with me are in the description box, as well as the stacks or piles, which I call soul stories, because I'm tuning into the story of your soul, what your soul's unfolding as a collective, and how that collective cycle, universal cycle, is affecting you individually. So it's an individual and collective cycle, which is reading the Akash, all realms, spirit, Akash, astral, etheric, and of course the denser physical reality, the mundane, or what is seen. So if you want to jump ahead, this is soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. You can take a look. I'll pause the video here for a bit so you can take a look, tune in, see which one is drawn to you, which one is the one that is calling you, maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. All right, if you stayed with me, got my ancient singing bowl that I've been reconnecting with. I have another bowl, a few, that's attuned to the heart. This one is, I'm getting a lot with stability this month, really connecting into the lower chakras for anchoring and grounding the higher vibrational frequency energy, as well as connecting in through the Sushumna, the rainbow bridge, going into the higher upper chakras to receive your insight, your wisdom, your guidance. But this month is a lot about the tangible, the mundane, even though, I mean, if you even look astrologically with Jupiter and Neptune and Pisces, yes, there is this very expansive connection to the dream world, the dream state, the inner plane, spirit realm. It could be a little bit diffused or fuzzy, could be a lot about, inspiration, creativity, poetry, just wanting to commune in nature. But there also is this strong underpinning of grounding things, making it tangible, making it a reality. So a lot of you are going to be feeling that push, a little obsidian there, that push and having the energy, finally, the energy to pull through. Now, it's all about balance, because on one level, you'll be kind of head in the clouds, so connected to your guides or your higher self, so in the spirit realm, getting visions and having dreams and having an understanding or the experience of other dimensional realities or other lifetimes or parallel universes. You're going to be seeing yourself and feeling yourself timeline jumping. And then at the same time, it's like, oh, gotta pay the bills. Gotta show up to work. Gotta make it happen. And so the message is not to lose touch with the ethereal aspect of you. The etheric, the astral, the akashic, the spirit realm. To not lose touch with that, but how do you bring it into your everyday living? And that's going to be different for each of you. There's some similarities. There's some things that you can connect in with that help you do this. Definitely make your decisions from the higher vibrational frequency, the highest frequency attunement alignment that you can get into, the highest wavelength of you. So really connecting in more to your higher self will be very important this year, the rest of this year, and definitely this month, because I feel there's going to be some jarring things, occurrences, outer occurrences that could affect people individually And especially we're preparing for October and into the close of the year, where there's going to be a lot of change. I will do a deeper dive on that, but just know that in April, you get a little bit of a heads up of what's coming up and where you need to really put your attention and your focus. So I'm getting the message to connect in through the third eye chakra, connect into the sixth chakra. And if you're doing this meditation with me, just begin to relax the body and feel a sense of support. You are supported. You have guides, the angelic realm, your higher self, that higher dimensional aspect of you, that extension of your soul. So bring comfort and awareness into the little you, the ego personality. Let that little self be embraced by you. So allow your in-breath and out-breath to slow down as you attune into the higher vibrational frequencies, connecting in through your vision, the visionary aspect of you, and then aligning into the heart, to get to the heart of the matter, to know what matters to you, what is right for you, is attractive to you. You are attracting what's right for you, and what's right for you is attracted to you. You are attracting what's right for you, and what's attractive to you is attracting to you. So you're connecting in this month to the higher vibrational frequency of your aspect and being through the wavelength, the waveform that is the expression and experience of you as a soul being. All right, let's get to it. I feel a lot about manifesting, a lot about drawing in, perhaps clarity. Let's see. Soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay, soul story number 1. You are prepared. That's the first thing I heard. I don't know what you're working on, but I'm getting that you're prepared. More prepared than what you thought and or think. And even though there's more to do in April, you are prepared. So let's see what that has to do. Now, I didn't realize there are affirmations behind these. I bought these little, I don't know, this is a Kokopelli, which has a lot to do with fertility, creativity, and abundance. And the back says, I am bountiful. Wow. So you are prepared. You have enough. You have more than enough. Whatever it is, you are prepared. Now you could have more, and you're getting more, obviously, because you got I am bountiful. So this could be areas of creativity, fertility of mind or body, birthing something new. This is also about kind of following your own inner rhythm. So this is a time this month to really connect into how you feel about things, or how does your body feel about things. That connects you into the abundance. So the bountifulness is having enough of everything, right? Enough energy without being overstimulated or draining yourself. Ooh, what you want wants you. Ooh, powerful, attracting energy in April. Fortune card, fire. Let go of emotional upheaval. Embrace the renewal of the present. And you've got the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. What you want wants you. Definitely getting a couple soul stories here. I don't want to jump ahead, but I'm definitely getting, let's put this here so you can see it. Whew, with my candle and my fire. Oh my gosh, how literal. I was moving the Kokopelli and my hand went over and woo, got me with the fire. Woo! and you got fire. So let go of emotional upheaval, embrace the renewal. So something's coming in that's going to either light your fire or you're going to greatly feel. Yeah, okay. Let's see, April. And the element, Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's about planning. So there's something with the fire or desire, but also, again, the tangible this month, very important. It's the practical, the tangible, the manifesting, also care and nurture of the body. Hearth, the home, could be figure in. Let's see, the planetary energy you're connecting with is Saturn. Father, the cosmos, discipline. Saturn changes signs every 28 to 30 years. Some of you could be in your Saturn return or first, second, or third. Saturn will be, oh, now look at this. You've got 2 planets and Mars. Mars changes signs approximately every 1.5 months, except when in retrograde. Has to do with confidence and moving forward. Okay, so I see what's happening here. April, well, okay, let's go. Asteroid Lilith, one of my faves. According to ancient Jewish mythology, Lilith was Adam's first wife before Eve. Lilith eventually chooses exile because she is unwilling to be subservient to her husband. Represented as a sexually free female demon of the night, she's often disparaged in traditional texts. Asteroid Lilith represents sexual liberation, standing up to power, and feminine rage. Well, feminine create fire. So whether doesn't matter the gender, you're connecting into this, well, with Saturn, there may be some issues around patriarchy or establishment that you're busting through, earthly concerns, constraint. But Lilith also asks you to, is very, lusty, but creative, very much into her passion and her desire not being withheld or contained. Okay, so that could be something. And it may be that some people think you're too much for them, or you do too much, or you have too much going on, or you know too much, or you're too fiery, or you've got, Lilith travels also the underworld. Lilith, the underbelly of things, can see. That's why I think sometimes people are kind of freaked out about that energy, that archetype. And less complacent or compliant than Eve. Now, Eve means wisdom. So I would like to say that, a lot of times these archetypal energies are just aspects of one another in different forms, just like we are. So the aspect that we might call of the feminine, that we might call Eve, it brings in a balance of the wisdom to the Lilith energy, but we don't want to be too much Eve. We don't want to, over acquiesce. We don't want to, over focus, wait for the go, the message, the message to go. And that's also, I would say, this Mars energy. Like, you may be building something or putting something together in April, and this Mars energy is saying, you know what, use it to build the structure, the form, use it to move forward, use the Saturn as the discipline. Don't let it block you or stop you. Connect into that Lilith that doesn't want to be held back. And I would say exile, but chooses to be on her own to connect into the power or take time off. I definitely get a very strong message for you, soul story number 1, that what you want wants you. Whether it's a relationship, a person, a dream, a goal, a desire, what you want wants you. It's very interesting. The meditation that I did at the beginning was kind of had an energy of that. I don't look at the cards, and I didn't intend to put my hand on the fire to feel the flame, but it's all part of the reading. It's all part of the unfolding. So this tough cycle approaches. I feel like you've gotten maybe a thicker skin where you're able to pull back or be more on your own to make certain decisions, or maybe you make a decision on your own, even if you're in relationship or have a family. You're like, oh, this is what I would like to do. This is what I feel. This is where I'd like to go. What do you think? Or how can we work this out, rather than just giving up your own autonomy. Okay, so there's a lot for you about just fearlessly moving forward. And the self-esteem is what you wants you. In other words, if you have a true desire, that's coming from your soul. That means that particular form holds the vibrational frequency of your soul, and so it wants you too. What you really want wants you too. And if something doesn't really want you, or there's problems, or they're uncertain, or they're unsure, or maybe I want you, or I want someone else, or I'm not sure, or the job isn't, then it's not right for you. This is what I'm hearing, is you don't need to convince yourself. Okay, so we're going to do a 21 card spread. I felt like there was a lot. It takes, I don't know how long it's going to take, but I just felt there's so much going on in April, that April's a very busy month, a lot moving forward. This Aries energy, Saturn, Mars, which could feel for some like a bit on the accelerator and then brake, accelerating and brake, or taking your foot off the accelerator. Or it could be that you have now the energy, the focus, the time where you make it, because you've got Saturn here and Earth, which, Saturn rules the Earth plane, that you now have the energy and the tenacity to move forward, or put the energy and the time, the energy, the money, the structure in what it is that you want to do. Because whatever it is that you've cleared up, there's now the road is opening. The cycle is the tough cycle is ending, and there's this opening. There's like a ring of light to go through. So we're going to let me lay these out. Yeah, very, I just get a lot of direct energy with that Mars. You might also have a little bit of a challenge with patience this month. Okay, a lot in the mix. I like to do a lot of been doing tarot for so long that I love doing different spreads all the time. Kind of like me, maybe my 3 energy, my 21-3. I like a variety. Okay, let's look at the first week, what's coming up for you. So first week starts out kind of the same. A lot of to do with work, putting in time in. There's some kind of deadline or crunch, maybe a lot of paperwork. You're coming perhaps a weekend, a lot of rest, or taking time out because you see what you have to do. You see how much you have to get through. It is saying to ask for help, ask for support. And I do feel there will be somebody helping you. Now, that could be, a teacher, parent, guardian. That could be some kind of advisor, or someone helping you legally. It's more the second week that I feel for you, things kind of lighten up. And you've got the Ace of Cups here. Something lightens up for you to... a gift, the bountiful, the level of abundance. Some of you may find out you don't owe as much taxes. I mean, it's tax season, or you are getting something back, or there's a gift. I definitely feel increase financially, or something that you didn't see. Maybe you have more money in your savings or your checking account that you thought, or something was going to be more to fix and then it isn't. So there is this kind of payoff emotionally and financially for you in April. And it does show that there could be some concern or doubt, or either in a relationship or misunderstanding that takes place, or this misunderstanding could be you, how much you have to do, or how much you owe financially, or what it takes to make something, or create something, or invest. And then you're going to have to weigh it out. It shows the second week. You're weighing out you have to wait for the process. Soul story number 1. You have to wait for the process. That's, I feel like, a lot with you in April, is this being very more process oriented and waiting for things to cycle through. You do what you can, you move forward. So for some of you, there is going to be this feeling of a little bit foot on the accelerator and also at the brake at the same time, or just as you accelerate and you get going, then there's this braking. Spend time with yourself to pull back and ask yourself, what do I really want? Where do I really want to go? And this may be more than a month cycle for some of you. It could be the next 3, 4, 5 months where you just keep pulling back. What do I really want? What do I really want to create? What do I really want to do? What gives me joy? What's the next goal? Because I feel like you're getting down deeper and deeper and deeper into the layer of more that your inner being, the true you. Some of you are going to be doing some kind of writing, and there's an open or option either online with your book or publishing of some sort. There's still a lot, and again, choices towards the end of the month, but there is support, there is help. So there still seems to be a lot to do. That I think this tough cycle ending for you, soul story number 1, brings in new opportunities and options in April. So don't rush decisions, let it play out, especially with that Saturn-Mars energy. So I specifically pulled planetary energy and asteroid energy and then the elements so that you can know what you're working with energetically. So how do you manage that Saturn-Mars energy? For many of you, you're going to be putting a lot of focus, attention, time, maybe a little bit money, but I feel it's more time, and others are going to be helping you in new projects, in launching something, getting something off the ground. So this is a time to structure and not to listen to the naysayers or outside doubt or inner doubt. And again, be able to take time, like if you're working on a project, be able to pull away from the people that are helping you or people in your life and go, okay, what do I really think about this? What do I really feel about this project or this decision? And see what you come up with without being overly influenced. This is about overcoming outer influences, okay? So again, a lot to do with making things more tangible, being level-headed, and just knowing that the end of a tough cycle approaches. You're getting out of this tough cycle, and and you're being asked by spirit to just, the next level your soul wants is, okay, I know it's hard, human part, it's hard to let go of the upheaval, it's hard to let go of the unknown, it's hard to let go of the emotional upheaval or baggage, but that emotional upheaval and baggage is energy, and we need that energy to move forward. Okay, you got 2 cards. Celebration. Celebrate your achievements. You truly are a gift to the universe. Well, that's that end of a tough cycle. Release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. Well, there it is. Also with fire, let go of emotional upheaval, embrace the renewal that is present. So April for you is a lot about releasing and moving forward and seeing that actually what you want, the people that you want to work with, or the type of people you want to work with are there. They want to be with you. They want to work with you. They want to hang out with you, whether it's friends, whether it's people in a social, community or online. There's a lot of coming together. Okay. Food, drink, merriment. You just want to, I would just say one caution is when there's going to be some times whether it's uncertain or you've accelerated and now Saturn, your Mars energy is coming through and then Saturn puts the brakes on. Just be aware not to go into distractive behavior. A healthy distraction is good. Do you need a nap? Do you need, healthy food, or go for a walk or swim or whatever it is for you? Call a friend, or, even, videos like this or Instagram, but just make sure that you don't get in a cycle where you're running away because you don't know what to do, because there's still a lot of choices. There's still more to do, and there's more choices now. Like the cycle is ending, this tough cycle, but it's also bringing renewal, and it's bringing more options to you that you may not, some of them will pan out and some of them won't. Some of them are going to lead to something else. So be around those that you feel a connection to, that you can trust. You've got this Knight of Chalices here towards the end. And I feel like that's like April, towards the end of April brings like relief, job well done. You did it. I did it. You're going to be saying, I did it. I let go of this. Or you're going to notice, wow, I let go of that energy and I'm placing it over here now. You're going to feel certain people pulling on you, and it's like, okay, I'll talk to them or deal with them later because I'm making myself a priority. I'm making this project. I'm making this relationship a priority. I'm making this a priority. So I see a lot of good as you release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity and that weighs you down. It's like a time of releasing and opening up to more abundance. Okay, so your soul insights mantra is as I attune to the cycle of releasing, I open up to receiving more abundance in my life. That's it. The bountiful. Kokopelli is like the Pied Piper, so it's about following your joy. That's where the abundance is, following what the path of least resistance, releasing the density of what holds you back, and celebration with yourself and others of what you've achieved, what you know now. That is a higher vibrational frequency that's going to open you up to more abundance, the bountiful aspect of life. All right, soul story number 1. Happy April. I wish you so much peace, contentment, love, and manifestation of your soul's dreams and desires. Hey, soul story number 2. So if you chose pile number 2, you got salamander. Salamander is very creative, takes that fiery energy. And I don't know if because I'm doing this reading in the time of Aries, and there's just a lot of fiery energy. Maybe it's because new moon in Aries. On the back of this, it says, live your dreams. Now this salamander, or also lizard, okay, because they're from the same family, I believe, it has a lot to do with turning your dreams into reality. Salamanders, have that reddish, fiery, orangey tint. A lot, depending on where they live, salamander, iguana, lizards, they can change. If they're in the desert, you might see them, like a brownie color, kind of gray, brown, taupey color. But they can be quite bright also, magenta, greens, various colors of greens, blue, iridescent color. So I feel, live your dreams. I feel like there's just something about you wanting to live just Technicolor, full color, bright color, HD, whatever. That there's something about the saturation of your life with color, and color meaning vibration. You want different vibrational frequencies. So maybe you've been living more humdrum, or because of circumstances or what's been going on in the world, that you have had to, I'm also drawn to my Labradorite, which is for the magic, the mystery of life, and also for manifestation. So this group, you may be doing a lot with manifestation. You may have a bigger vision for yourself, for your dreams, your goals. You definitely want, I feel, more pizzazz, more play, more fun in your life. Just, you want what's more interesting for you now. It's kind of like you got to this point, some of you may feel stagnant, or just like it's humdrum. You want to really spice things up. And I feel April is the time to do this. So let's see what we've got. Ooh, what do you feel? Well, I think you're coming out of this. Like, what makes me feel alive? What does it mean to be alive? So what do you feel? Let's look at the element air. So a lot of thinking. So communication, news, media, different forms of media, connecting with others. April will bring for you a time that you really want to share your dreams, your goals, your gifts, your ideas in some form. It could be communication, talking, great. It could be online. It could be on YouTube videos, TEDx talks. You're going to really want to communicate what you feel, but you're also going to be sorting through in April how you feel and what you feel. What do you feel about certain things, certain people, certain things? And then that's going to tell you where you want to put your mental energy. The asteroid, Eris, is you're going to be chaos. This asteroid's energy is associated with disruption, loss, and catastrophic events. So you're upsetting the belief systems, whether within yourself or others in April. You're perhaps going to be bringing challenging ideas, whether to friends or family or work associates or even yourself. There is this disruption, and we have Eris right now is in Aries, so you may want to look at where Aries is in your chart. I do believe Chiron is in Aries, so Aries and Chiron, Eris, go to, kind of go together. So there could be a lot of transformation for you in that aspect. I feel revolutionary ideas. It's like, look at this card. You're like, it's like studious. It's with the apple, it's also like you're juggling different parts of yourself, different parts of your life, different types of relationship, different timelines, time frames of what it is you want to do. But there's something that brings you the most nourishment. What do you feel? Do you want the apple? Do you want the orange? What's fitting into in your world? April is going to be a lot about your world, your dreams, your goals, your desires, and how it fits in with world events and circumstances. You're going to be asking yourself, what do I need to believe? What do I need to focus on? A lot for you in April about the creative element and the element of communication. Creativity through forms of communication. Expect powerful change. There's the Eris. New moon eclipse, and we have eclipse this month too, and Taurus, and Uranus is in Taurus, right? So you've set this in motion. And then death, a time of natural transition and transformation. Look at that. So not only, you've got the iridescent, the different butterflies, there's a death, rebirth, there's coming out of this cocoon. Then you've got here the salamander, or live your dreams. Yeah, so I think you could be pretty surprised this month to what you set in motion, or what you say. There's I want to put this Eris, this here, the butterfly, and look at all the purple here. So it's coming from spirit. The changes that are coming for you in April are very aligned. I have a feeling for you it's going to be a lot with the eclipse. Emotionally connecting you, the eclipse of what you no longer can tolerate or want, but it's not going to be in your mind. This is to me also higher mind with the air. It's not just ruminating or worrying or thinking things through. You're going to be tapping in more to your higher mind. Okay. So I'm going to be doing a 21 card spread, looking at the month, 21 days, the first and second week kind of bleed through, and the second, the third and fourth. Wow, I just feel so much new moon eclipse. Something is eclipsed out of your life and something else comes in. Now this is starting change that is very prevalent the next probably 6 months, but I feel heightened the next 1 to 3 months. And it's fitting in with a larger cycle for you. So story number 2, natural transition and transformation, where you're having to make you're going to be making some hard decisions, and then backing those decisions up with some form of action, or taking away the energy from something that you used to put a lot of energy into. And again, Kokopelli following, or not Kokopelli, the salamander, live your dreams. So it may be that this revolution within you is like, I'm not living my dreams. That's it. What do I think? What do I feel? And how do I put that into a plan or a project? So let's see. Got 7 of Wands. I'm just going to lay them out. Chariot. Let's see, let me just lay all them out. Tower. 8 of Chalices. 6 of Pentacles. Ten of Wands. Oh, that was death reversed. So I don't normally read reversals, but it came out reversed. I'll write it. But the thing is, you've got death, a time of natural transition and transformation, and then reverse. So it's not going to be huge. I feel for you that it's going to be planned for change. You saw it coming. You kind of had a sixth sense or an intuition about the change, or you've been hoping for this change. And it's welcome change. It's not cataclysmic. It's not, it's life-changing that it shows you where you're going and what you need to adjust or alter in your life. But it's not like, you know, all of a sudden you don't have a home or something, you know, or if something like that happened, you have a place to stay, or you find another home, or you rent someplace, or you stay with friends or family. So this is hope for change. You might have wanted to delay this change is what I'm hearing, but it's like the dam wants to break open. The dam wants to break open, and I feel like it's right from the beginning of the month. Let us see here. Emperor Swords. Wow, and ends with the Moon card. So I keep looking at the little Coca-Cola here, and I feel like there's this energy, but that was from Soul Story number 2. And you got the Ace of Swords here, right under Chariot. So again, decisions, where you go, how you go. There could be more travel for you also in April and also August, I'm hearing. There's some turning point in August. So you might be delaying some of the change and saying, okay, we'll do it after the summer months. We'll do it in August or do it in September. Someone's leaving the home or going away to school or college or something. There also could be looking at a car, mode of transportation changing somehow, or you're leasing a car, leasing a house. There's a bigger purchase. I'm even getting with Six of Pentacles. I'm definitely getting a larger purchase for some of you, if that a house, a car, having the funds to do that, or leasing a bigger place. There is also a move on the horizon. It does show you're moving forward. Whatever it is that you're working on, you've got the Three of Pentacles and the Emperor here. The Six of Swords. It does bring you to a new environment and also a new level for you financially, and also with some kind of validation or acclaim, some kind of acknowledgement is what I'm hearing. Now that could be from your supervisor or boss, or just people in general, where you're starting to get much more noticed, or much more validation for what you do, or acknowledgement. And this acknowledgement can also come in the forms of funds, money, income, but it's also coming in the form of someone verbalizing, or some of you could get a commendation, you know, a raise, a bonus, accommodation, or some kind of plaque that says you've excelled in this way. Also getting, for some of you, there is a relationship. Could be a lot with friendships, or just getting together with people that you really care about, but also there seems to be a relationship now. I don't know if it's business or personal, but starts to take key precedence towards the middle of the month, towards the end of the month. Now I am hearing angel cards here. Wait, you have a message for Soul Story number 2. Oh, just when I was talking about relationship, love. Because I mostly see April a lot with business, career focus, money, decisions about a household decisions, decisions about moving, or, you know, budgeting. Do I have enough money for this? And then for many of you, extending out into your career path more. But for some of you, that does bring this loving what you do. Could be choices with someone in relationship, or which direction to go, but there is this feeling of love. Now love can also be abundance. It could be a feeling loved, you know, by the universe, by God, the all that is, you loving yourself more, But I also hear very strongly from Spirit, for some of you, there is a relationship, and it could have been a friendship. It's not all consuming, but it seems to be a part of your life. For some of you that want, there's a decision the second to third part of the second half of the month that has to do with this relationship, whether you just give it a try, give it a go, or you see that it's naturally getting closer, that there's more of this opening up, there's more intimacy between the two of you. Into me you see, right? Oh, now what's interesting, you've got the Knave of Wands, which are all these little salamanders, mini dinosaurs, right? All these salamanders, and then you've got the salamander here. Live your dream. So this is a powerful but yet quiet transformation for you, that a lot becomes much more clear with this air energy in April. And you know, it's said that like the Knave of Wands or Queen of Wands, that her hair turned orange because she went through so much transformation, and because it's the feminine here energy, this means that it's transformation that you've opened up to, that you've welcomed, even if you pushed it away, like a Ten of Wands energy. Even if you've pushed it away or tried to get out of thinking about it, it has to do with feelings, what you feel, what you intuit through feeling, through passion, through inspiration. And it's been working upon you. You've opened up to it. You've let the salamanders come in. You've let the transmutation of the energy happen to transform. So it's said that Knave of Wands or Queen of Wands, that her hair was blonde or dark hair, and then it turned red from the fiery energy of the transformation. It's very interesting. This month I decided to, it's been raining here, but I also decided to light this candle for that whole idea of lighting one's candle, or a lot of you are helping light other people's candles, their own light, helping them see their own light, or light, maybe their light is dimmed and you're helping them light it, or you're a spark to people, an inspirer, a motivator. You definitely have stuff coming back to you, powerful change, progress, and receiving from what you've already put in. So I feel like some of the change, even if it's disruptive this month, soul story number 2, it's ultimately going to be welcome. Like, I don't have to do that anymore. Or you find yourself all of a sudden with all this space, but then it gets filled with your creativity, with your dreams. It's like, oh, now I can really do this. Now I can focus on this. So there is going to be a bit of clearing out the energy, clearing out the decks, so that you can really do your heart's desire. Let's see what message you got here. There's another message. I just love how I was picking up about a love relationship, or romantic, or just friends, collaborators, creative relationships, compadres, amigos, people that you feel compadre, really close to, are going to be more around you in April, and really supportive of you. There's a lot of support for you this month. Courage. Live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. Well, that goes into the strength card when we go into the strength, into the moon. And I feel this has to do with, towards the end of the month, you have the courage, the strength, the fortitude, and the help to bring some of these dreams, these goals, these desires into manifestation, to live your dreams. You've already made the decision, or you're going to be making it in April. It's like, that's it. I have everything in its place to go forward. So live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. I keep hearing clearing the deck. Something clears the deck clears, so you can bring in what it is you want to bring in. You can bring in that focus, or you have the time, or the focus, or the energy. So it's a blessing in disguise, but you'll see the blessing pretty quickly. All right. Okay, your Soul Insights mantra is, I know how I feel and I know what I want. And some of you call it in. I am ready for that blessing. You can even say, I'm ready for that blessing in disguise, or I'm ready for that blessing. I'm drawing in that blessing. Call it in, because the energy is there. And what I'm seeing in the cards and through the channeling, that disruption, the powerful change, kickstarts the transition, the transmutation, and the transformation. All right, wishing you a very prosperous, fulfilling, and love connecting April. And I'll see you in the next reading. Hello, soul story number 3. Are you the dream or the dreamer? Are you dreaming the dream? I kept hearing, as I was tuning into your soul story, this particular pile, that you just have to open up to it. So there's something you need to more open up to in your life. You did choose the dragonfly, and the back says, I am joyful. So a lot of you are recouping your joy. You're feeling more joyful. You're connecting in more with what brings you joy. Dragonfly also has to do, though, with our dreams. It's funny because soul story number 2, soul story number 1 a lot with creativity, I believe. Soul story number 2 was the salamander, so it had a lot to do with the dreams. Lizard, salamander. But you got the dragonfly, which has iridescent wings. So there's something, you might want to look also at soul story number 2, especially if you were drawn to, do I want 2 or do I want 3? I'm getting a lot with April that has a lot to do with our dreams, goals, and desires, and seeing them starting to manifest, seeing the little sprouts of what we've planted, or seeing the bigger picture, or the picture is getting fuller and fuller, or it's getting filled in. And for you, it's about opening up to the natural joy that you have, opening up to the possibilities. There's a lot of April that has to do with openings for you. Now, this could be openings in relationships, circumstances, situations, job, career, things that were held back or blocked. There's opening. There's a lot opening for you in April. I also do feel it's going to be a very busy month for you. So you may have to pull back on your own a little bit, kind of reassess, do what you need to do for the body, mind. But again, a lot is opening. So perhaps you put a lot in motion and now it's opening, or you've been nudging a lot, nurturing a lot, and now it's opening. So this is about your joy. This is also about the dreams, the daydreams, realizing, wow, I focused on this and now it's starting to manifest. This is really coming through for me, or this is really, this is going to happen, or it is happening, or it's happening in this form. You're going to start seeing the form of what it is that you've been creating. Because when we manifest, we don't always get the exact form that we envision, but we do recognize the form. But it might have little changes or little ways we need to tweak it. Free from judgment, free to love. That's the first card. Remember I said open up. This is about opening up to yourself, to love, through joy. Opening up to life. So less freedom. Water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Water takes on the shape of its container. Remember I said, are you the dream or the dreamer? So it says water can be difficult to decide whether or not one is the container. Whether or not their container, a situation, relationship, or place is truly beneficial in the long run. So are you the container holding the water, or are you the water? And to feel, is this relationship, this situation, is it for your highest good? Is it the highest vibrational frequency, the best vision for you and the version? But I feel like this is a lot, April is a lot about experimenting, just feeling things out, free from judgment, free to love. Whether it's a person, a situation, maybe there's something new that you want to try, and you're just letting your emotions take you. Feel like, I just want to do this. I want to try this. Wherever it goes, let's see where it goes. Uranus, the great awakener, 7-year cycle, likes to stir the pot, brings the unexpected. So there could be something unexpected emotionally or with relationships. And then Pallas, Pallas Athena, Roman goddess Pallas, also referred to as Pallas Athena. That's how I know Pallas. Wisdom, creative intelligence, and reason. So this is also about life-changing opportunities, but also seeking through disruption, whether disruption in yourself, like, oh, I used to like this, or I used to like this restaurant or this food, or this person I used to like spending a lot of time with, but for some reason I don't want to spend as much time. Trusting your feelings without Xing anything in or out, letting yourself wind in and out of situations will be very powerful for you in April. Because I feel that there is some disruption on the emotional level, but you're learning. You have this wisdom that you're now bringing to bear in situations. Also planetarily, Neptune, inspiration, again, water, dreams. Dreams can become reality when Neptune is present, but only if we're honest with ourselves. And that's what wonderful dragonfly brings, not just joy, because they're so beautiful. Their wings are amazing, the iridescent colors. But are you the dreamer or are you the dreamer? Are you dreamed up? Is this an illusion, a delusion? Or are you using illusion, sleight of hand, magic? Is the magic deceptive, or is the magic, you're using the magic of your life and your energy to create what it is you want? Is it within reason? Are you building castles in the air, but then building foundations underneath it, right? Are you building a beautiful tree house, but you need steps to get there, right? You need a way. Even if you put an elevator, you need a way to get there, way to get to the top. So this is going to be a very interesting month for you, soul story number 3. Very floaty, very inspirational, poetry, feelings, connecting to the spirit realm, maybe even seeing the love in nature or everyone and all of life, and forgiveness. And there's just a lot of lofty ideals for you in April. But there's going to be some little bumps, some little awakenings to what do you do with this? Do you ground it? Do you anchor the energy? Do you write a poem? Do you write a book? Do you talk about it, or you just feel it for a while? What's the use of what you're going through? How do you use your experiences? Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. And then you go, oh my God, wow, you got dragonfly. May confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. And look at the green. So you are being guided by the spirit realm. And then you got the dragonfly. I love when this happens. I love the magic of readings. I just do. I'm tapping into the mystical realm. This is a part of us. And that's what your reading, soul story number 2, is a really good example of what is going on. And you're going to be experiencing more the magic, the mystical aspect, and the magic of synchronicity, synergy. When you feel that synergy in relationship, which is also a higher vibrational frequency of love, you're to bring that part of you more into your life. So you may even be doing, my sense is, some disruptions this month with, oh, I can't do that this month. I can't, no, we have to do it this way. Oh, we have to reschedule, or I can't do that right now. Or, maybe for some of you, before meetings, you just go meditate or take a walk, or maybe you go sit in your garden. I think for you, April would be a really good time to be around water. Beaches, yes, but ponds, lakes, pools of water, baths. The sea will be powerful for you too, the beach or the sea. But if you can, aromatherapy baths, or where the sprites are, the elementals, where, the dragonflies. If you can be in those kinds of environments, that would be very powerful for you. Even dragonflies are a lot in the heat, so it could even be the desert, or if you're, in your backyard or on your deck, or get a plant, see what plant you're drawn to and bring some greenery into your house or your apartment. You're really being asked to get into the cycle of the spiritual aspect of you, of the spiritual realm. I almost feel like this is a very ethereal reading, more than predictive, is more inspirational, instructional, motivational, like to really trust this energy. And we'll see why. Why is the reason for why is this happening? Free from judgment, free to love. Somehow this energy is redirecting you so that you can connect in more to the authentic you and share that with the world, or in your creations, in your work, in your environment. Whoops. Okay, that's it. That was interesting. That was like done. Okay. King of Pentacles. Some of you are going to be getting financial advice or help this month. There's a lot to do with finance, but also looking at the spiritual aspect of your business or finance and using that more in your work. Again, April for you is about what's the spiritual aspect, the spiritual principles that you can bring into your life and into your business. What do you sense or see spiritually, psychically, emotionally? Yeah, One of Pentacles. So yes, definitely somebody helping you with finance. Could also be increase. Okay, so first, beginning of the month, there is something like a little bit jarring or shocking that happens in the beginning. Now, this could be an outline of money that you didn't expect, or paying for something, or payment plan, or something seems more, but then it also comes back. It's like, well, I can work, I can do this, I can do that. Look at this on here, the Five of Wands, Salamander, and the calendar. So again, strategizing a bit of what you're doing with your resources. And time is also a resource. It's not just about money. And people. Are you utilizing your resources? Are you asking for help or support, or are you trying to do it all on your own? Six of Pentacles. So work is picking up. There is income coming in. Let's see. I'm going to lay these all out. I can start getting. There's definitely some kind of business venture for you. Soul story number 3. There's some in your soul story. There is a coming together in relationship, various relationships to support you and help you and to further your goals, so you can be more authentically you and do what you really want to do. This is a dream of yours, and that is manifesting. Now, you may be helping other people. It might be I help you, you help me. It might be that kind of thing. Some of you may be actually hiring someone or working with employees, because I see money in, money out. So there is going to have to be a little bit of budgeting in April so that you can do some of the things that you want to do. You're really remixing your life at this time. Oh, but it really picks up towards the end of the month. So money coming in, some kind of gift from the universe, some kind of increase, whether you work with people, it could be financial, it could be more customers or clients, could be love, could be a new direction, it could be someone that you've been talking to a little bit, because it's right under the Two of Cups. Some of you, one person leaves your life and another person comes in rather quickly. So I don't know if that's in April. The space could be in April, but then I'm hearing from Spirit, it gets filled, it gets fulfilled. Magician, definitely work, 8 of Pentacles. So you're working. It's a lot about work. Busy, busy, busy. Projects, work, creativity, writing, coming out more publicly. Some of you coming out of the closet, whatever that means to you, like you're being more the real you in front of people and also in work environment. And the Magician, You've got, and the 8 of Pentacles, or 8 of Wands, again, that fiery salamander energy, the fiery energy of creativity, inspiration, inspired action. There's going to be a lot of coming and going for you in April. A lot of people in and out of your life, a lot of communication, a lot of people you're connecting with, whether by phone, in person, online, clearing up misunderstandings or things you didn't know or understand to move forward. So this April is about moving forward with you. You're freeing the judgment, free to love. I feel like the free to love is free to experience more of life. So if you feel like you've been held back, again, April brings these openings. It's like free to be you, free to do more, freedom of choice. Like, I never thought I would do this, but now I am going to do this. Or I didn't know if I could do this, but I am going to do this. Or this opportunity came in, I'm going to go for it. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. This is all coming from your spiritual connection. Even the relationships, whatever is coming forward for you is coming forward because of the deep inner work in your spirit, in your connection to spirit, and it's the timing. This is a lot about timing. But I am hearing keep working, keep your focus, be open to new things and new possibilities, but keep your focus. Yeah, the only thing I'm going to say is just, mid-month, it could be a bit strained, and you're going to have to keep balance. There could be things that you have to wait for, like you've put in the work, maybe the money doesn't come in right away, or the check, or something's stopped with it, or you're waiting to hear back from someone and they don't come in right away. Don't get in your head. Keep this confidence. Have confidence during this time. Confidence, like, okay, I'm on my path. Things are manifesting for me. Things are happening. I don't have to worry. I don't have to micromanage. Let's see what this says. Ascension. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this. This is it. Whatever you're focused on, you're ready for it. It is contingent. You're showing the world the real you. You're showing up more and more authentically, whether it's in relationship, personal, private, collegial, collaborative, community, work, corporation, however in your life, you are showing up much more authentically. And that is because a deeper healing has taken place where you're censoring yourself less. And that's that Pallas Athena energy also, that it's your wisdom from your life experience is really starting to come through, soul story number 3. Okay, your soul insights mantra is, I am showing up more and more as me. I am enjoying more and more as me. And I'm drawing in abundance as me. I'm going to say for you, being you is the key. Whatever that means, whatever context you come to this reading for, being you is the key to love, to fulfilling relationships, to health, to wealth, to wellness, to abundance, to prosperity. Whatever it is that you are focused on right now on your path, the real you, the more genuine you are, the more in touch you are with your real feelings and the deep appreciation, love, and compassion for yourself, the more it opens doors. And in April, you're going to have a lot of examples of this as things open. Be like water, right? Be like water. All right, happy April to you. I wish you so much love, light, wisdom, and inner and outer wealth. Yeah, just open to the abundance that you are. You are the abundance. You're not seeking abundance. You're opening up to the abundance that you already are.